Hello, everybody. Uh, okay, so this video is going to be about health mostly. The reason why is because I'm kind of getting fat, and I've known this for like a hot minute. Oh, before I really get into it, I'm listening to New Baby Keem, so I hated it at first, and now I really like it. So I don't really know. That's just how it is with Baby Keem. You kind of don't really like. You gotta warm up to it a little bit. Anyways, but no, it's a good album, Casino. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting fat. And for the past semester and the past couple years, even, I've kind of been aware about this because I played soccer in high school. And I played club teams, played travel teams, I played high school, I played soccer all the fucking time. I was constantly running, I was constantly doing all that shit. You know, we were in fucking miles and laps and fucking games and practices, and you get what I'm saying, you know? So I wasn't really like, I didn't really need to like, I don't know, like, excessively care about my diet as much. But now I'm in college and I'm just like fucking doing nothing. Like, yeah, I still play soccer a lot of the times. I still, and I exercise, but like, holy shit. I stepped on that scale and I saw 193 pounds. What? I'm 5'10". I don't even look. Do I look 193 pounds? Well, apparently I am, and I thought the scale was fucking wrong at first because like why the fuck would I be that? Until the next day I stepped on the scale and it was like 190 pounds. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, my average weight is usually like anywhere from like 160 to 170, 165 usually. And yeah, I'm fucking like 30 pounds heavier than I really should be. So whether it's muscle, which I think I've gained a little bit of muscle, a little bit of muscle mass just from growing up. Also, my body's not going to be the same that it was when I was in high school. You get older, your body composition changes a little bit. So I'm not going to freak out too much about it. And I'm not freaking out about it, but I'll get into that in a second. Or was I? Yeah, so I'm getting a little fat, getting a little chubby. And I knew this when I sent a picture of myself shirtless to my girl, and she was like, "Yeah, you're not skinny." And I was like, "Oh, fuck. Okay, that means I actually gotta go to the gym now." She's right. So I'm happy she was honest with me. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, you didn't get offended? She's such a bitch." No, that's what relationships are for. You got to be honest with each other. So yeah. So I'm about to go to the gym now. I'm having like a little coffee to get me excited for it. But yeah, so and then 193 pounds, I said, I was like, holy shit. I played soccer, kind of stopped in college. And as I got to college, like freshman year of college was pretty much the same body. Sophomore year, gained a little bit of weight. Junior year, that's when I fucking knew. I was like, holy shit. Like this going from sophomore to June, like that end of sophomore year to like the beginning of junior year, that summer and everything, I was like, okay, yeah, like I noticed it in my face, I noticed it in my stomach, I'm getting fucking pudgy, okay? And I guess the real reason I'm talking about this is not just about how I'm getting fat, but it's also like how to deal with these things, when it comes to like consistency and like wanting to improve and getting better and shit like that. I'm about to go to the gym and, the thing is, I don't think you can look at it long term. I don't know, at least for me, don't look at it super long term, like, oh, in 3 months it's going to be back to... No. You got to just take it day by day, Because if you don't, then you're going to get way too ahead of yourself, and it's going to seem like so much to do at once. Just take it day by day. And it's hard, dude. It's going to be fucking hard. This shit's not going to be fucking easy, and I don't want to do it. I hate running. But I'm going to, and that's the other thing that I'm kind of struggling with is, like, I always tell myself a lot of cope. Like, oh, dude, like, I don't care how I look. Like, why should I care how I look for other people? Like, nah, like, for the longest time, I always thought that people saying, like, oh, I only dress for myself or I want to go to the gym for myself. I thought that was cope. But it's not. There's an aspect that you want to look good for yourself. And that's true. You want to feel confident in yourself. You want to look in the mirror and you want to feel good. So, it doesn't have to be just to, like, look a certain way for other people, And that's what I'm realizing. Is that I haven't really taken care of my look. I haven't shaved, and I haven't... Like, I look like a monster, dude. But it's okay. I used to if this was me a couple years ago, I would get fat and then I would like freak the fuck out of it and freak the fuck out and I would starve myself for like 2 weeks and then, whatever. But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm actually not freaking out. I don't care that much, but I do care. And I'm realizing that I want to do it for myself, which is a good realization, And also it gives me something to do, It gives me some like, it's something to accomplish, which is kind of tough. So I just gotta stay consistent with it. It's just a spiral, dude. Like when you in school, you got an assignment due at 12 and you got class all day and you got all this fucking bullshit and you got people that want to hang out with you and there's just so much fucking shit going on. The last thing you're thinking about is like, oh, I gotta eat perfectly and go to the gym too. Just kind of spirals when you get busy and, but it's all an excuse. If you just like, I complain about this all the time, like, holy shit, I'm so busy, like, I don't blah, blah, blah. But no, if I just did my homework earlier and I was actually, like, on top of my shit, I wouldn't be fucking freaking out at 195 pounds or whatever the fuck, It's funny. But, yeah, I'm not tweaking over it. I'm just going to work on it, try to get better. My girl's going out. Friends are going out tonight. But I'm not gonna go out. I'm probably gonna stay in, clean this room, finish up some homework. There's a Liverpool game tomorrow at 9. I'm a Liverpool fan if you didn't know. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm Greek. That's like 50% of my personality right there. So yeah, but getting fat, dopamine spiraling, anything else? Nah. Discipline. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, working on the project too. But they're doing a lot of thinking. Working on that project I mentioned last video. Oh, I got my meds, so that's cool. So I'm not fucking tweaking. My head doesn't hurt like a bitch. So, yeah, fuck the fucking pharmacy. Yeah, for fucking clothing. Anyways.